Hello friends, in the previous video we discussed about this function interface annotation and how we can declare an interface as a function interface. So when we declare an interface as a function interface, so only one method can be inside this interface, which is a single abstract method. So now let's discuss some more scenarios. So let me just create one more package. Inside this I create an interface. So let me just create a method test inside this. That's it. So I want that this test method can test that the value provided inside this. So let me just provide the arguments like int a is greater than 10 or not. So let's write the implementation or the demo class for the same. Which contain the main method. So first try with anonymous inner class. My predicate pp. Okay. So this method just test that the provided variable is greater than 10 or not. Okay, so let's try to check the output. And let's pass 15. So now you can see this is true. So now let's change this to lambda expression. Very easy. My predicate pp2 equals 2. So just copy this thing and we know we can remove this int also, and if there is only one argument we can also remove this parenthesis and this, and let's move it to a single line. And if it's only one line we can also remove this parenthesis, and if there is no parenthesis then you can remove this return, and that's it, the small and the beautiful. Just use pp2 and provide the value as 5. So now this one is true and this one is false. Okay, so let me just remove the anonymous one. So here we can see we can write a simple method which can provide the implementation of this test method of my predicate interface. So now let's discuss some of the rules to write the lambda expressions. We already discussed many of these, but now let's recap these. So the first thing is you can write lambda expression for any interface that contains single abstract method. Okay, single abstract method. The second thing, how we can write a lambda expression. So lambda expression, no name, no return type, no modifier, and there is no dot class file also generated for the lambda expressions. So if you have like two parameters, you can simply write it like this, int a comma int b, and if there is only single line you can write as this, like okay, and provide the value as. So as this is a single line, if you want you can use this parenthesis, and if you don't want you can also remove these. So for single line of statement the parenthesis is not required. But obviously for multiple lines you need these. Second thing is for single argument. Like for single argument, you have like this int of a, you can use return like a into 2. So this is a valid lambda expression. Okay, so let me just copy this scenario. It's a special case. So if you don't want, you can remove this thing also. So this is also a valid lambda expression. And if there is only a single argument, you can remove this also. This is also valid lambda expression. And if there is a single line, you can remove the parenthesis, but there is only one condition. If parenthesis is removed, then return is also removed. Okay, so this is also a valid lambda expression. But if you want to use like parenthesis like this, then this is not a valid lambda expression. If you want to use this parenthesis, then return must be there. Okay, so remember, if you remove this parenthesis, then return must be removed, and if you want these parentheses, then return must be required. So these are the 4 typical scenarios for a single argument. So mostly we use like this way. This is the right one, or we can say best way. Okay, so these are some of the scenarios for writing a lambda expression. So let's discuss some more things. So most people think that lambda expression is a replacement of anonymous inner class, but this is very wrong and this is a false assumption. So we can prove this. Like this is my interface, okay, and remove the lambda for now. Let me just comment this out. Okay, so let me pass one more method. Okay, and give this name as test1. So now we have the interface which contains 2 methods, and by using anonymous inner class we try to implement this. Okay, so as you can see, we can provide the implementation of 2 methods by using anonymous inner class. But for lambda, this is a requirement that our interface is a functional interface, means only single abstract method. So let's check this out, the error. The target type of this expression must be a functional interface. So this is like the one of the difference, that by using anonymous inner class we can define as many as method which is provided by the interface, but for lambda expression only single abstract method is there. The second difference is when using this anonymous inner class and we compile this, then the dot class file is generated for anonymous inner class, but there is no class file generated for the lambda expression. So let me just remove this one more time. And I already told you, if you want to restrict only one method inside this, just use this function interface. And now you can simply remove this and everything is fine. Yep, everything is fine. So in this video we discussed 2 things. First, what is the difference between anonymous inner class and lambda expression, and second, how we can write statement in a single line and how we can use this return scenario. So if we want to use this braces, then use the return, otherwise you can use this, which is the best approach. So that's it for now. If you like the video, you can hit the like button, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.